So I invite you to find a comfortable sitting position, taking a few deep breaths perhaps to settle in. This meditation perhaps comes with an apology to the Buddha, who did indicate that watching sporting matches wasn't the best practice for the Arahat, but nonetheless the Bodhisattva finds skillful means to practice in the world, to play along, as it were, not clinging or averse to any experience. And even to see the ups and downs of the world as like a game or a play on a stage. And so what better way to contemplate that than in the context of the world game? So how do we cultivate a World Cup meditation? It's when we see our favorite team or our favorite player, a striker, a winger, a fullback, a goalie, about to jog onto the pitch in the group stage or in the round of 32, proudly wearing their national colours of red or blue or white or yellow. And we think of them fondly, hoping that they will not suffer any injuries due to foul play or receive any yellow or red cards for the same. And we think of our favorite team or our favorite player about to jog onto the pitch in the round of 16 or even in the quarterfinals or even in the semi-finals. And we hope that they will be safe from injuries or foul play, and we wish the best for them. We hope the best for them, wholeheartedly wishing them well. It's when we think of our favorite team or our favorite player about to jog onto the pitch, even in a final, and we hope that they will be safe from injuries or foul play, free from yellow or red cards, and we wish only the best for them, that they will play at their best, overcome the odds. Wholeheartedly we wish them well. This is how we can meditate on loving kindness, metta, while experiencing a World Cup football match. And it's when we witness our favorite team or our favorite player prone now on the football pitch, tripped up or fallen down, suffering an injury due to foul play, grimacing in pain and rolling about, or we see them distraught and distressed as the opposing team scores a goal, or 2 goals, or 3 goals, or even 4 or 5, and we see them heartbroken, the team unable to progress from the group stage or the round of 32, or eliminated from the round of 16 or the quarterfinals, or even from a semi-final. Or we see our favorite team or our favorite player in the finals, a striker, a winger, a fullback, a goalie, prone on the football pitch, tripped up or fallen down, suffering injury, grimacing in pain, or distraught as the opposing team scores another goal, or 2 or 3 or even 4 or 5, and we see them heartbroken, having come so far in many rounds, battling against odds, and we feel for them, we resonate with their suffering. And we resonate with the suffering of the countless fans also watching the game, their hearts in their mouths. And yet we know that this is a game and that tomorrow life goes on. This is how we can meditate on wise compassion while experiencing a World Cup football match. And it's when we watch our favorite team or our favorite player having progressed from the group stage to the round of 32, and from there to the round of 16, the quarterfinals or even the semi-finals, and we rejoice as their striker scores an impressive goal, having executed a timely run up the center, weaving and dribbling, dropping the shoulder and feinting a pass, evading the opposing defense even. Or we see the winger serving a perfectly weighted ball across the box, and then we see the striker celebrating the goal joyfully, celebrating an impressive header or a penalty, perhaps even with tears of joy, having overcome all kinds of difficulties, pressure from the press at home, having overcome injuries, and all sorts of challenging opponents and situations to reach this moment. And it's when we see their fans literally jumping for joy and shouting in gladness, and we rejoice with them also. As if almost we had scored the goal ourselves, or as if we supported that team ourselves wholeheartedly. We can imagine as much. And perhaps we witness moments of great camaraderie between teammates as they celebrate, and we resonate with that. Or even moments of kindness between opponents, players in opposing teams as they help one another to their feet or comfort them after a loss. And we resonate, we rejoice with these good qualities also. This is how we can meditate on altruistic joy while experiencing a World Cup football match. And it's when our favorite team may already have been eliminated, but captivated by the spectacle of the world game, we continue to watch a match or two because it is now the finals anyway. And so we watch a team from an altogether different country, one known to us, familiar to us now by the flag or their jerseys of red or blue or white or yellow, but not a team that we strongly support or feel opposed to. And it's when we rejoice too as their striker scores an impressive goal, having executed a timely run, weaving and dribbling about, dropping the shoulder, feinting a pass, evading the opposing defense. Or we see their winger serving a perfectly weighted ball across the penalty box. And it's when we see the celebration of that goal, the celebration of a skillful header or a cool-headed penalty, the players having overcome all kinds of difficulties, pressures, injuries, challenging opponents, to reach just this moment. And we rejoice with them, almost as if we had scored the goal ourselves. And it's when we also see a team or a player suffering defeat in the last moments of the match, perhaps in a penalty shootout, or an ill-timed tackle resulting in a yellow card or even a red card. And we become aware that despite all their training and preparation, on match day it can come down to a moment of hesitation or a moment of miscalculation. and certainly is beyond the control of any one team, of any one player, beyond the control of their coach and managers, certainly beyond the control of even thousands and thousands of ardent fans. And when we see that the end of the game is not the end of the world, and that tomorrow or next week or next month there will be another football match, and they can play again. And it's when we start to see that tomorrow or next week or next month, after the press conferences and the closing ceremonies, these same players may be putting on different colored shirts anyway. Now red or blue, now white or yellow. And some of them, wearing different shirts now, will be back playing for the same team after all. Instead of opposing each other in French and Spanish colors, now they play together in the colors of Paris Saint-Germain or some other team. And it's when, as a result of this contemplation, rather than feeling overly distressed by the losses or overjoyed by the victories, we start to see this whole marvelous spectacle for exactly what it is. And enjoy it for exactly what it is. A play, a drama, a game on the world stage, a beautiful game, but a game nonetheless. And this, friends, is how we can meditate on equanimity while experiencing a World Cup football match.